Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy, Marcellus Wiley, thanking you. Viewership, Brinks TV, Reach TV, membership, Wiley's World, YouTube, where somebody's going to get this love. We got 4 tiers of membership in Wiley's World, and all 4 tiers are eligible for this one right here, Friday Swag Away. Marcellus Wiley, the life, opinions, and unexpected adventures of an NFL outlier. Never shut up. Y'all know what this means, actually? Let me get y'all real quick. Never shut up is not about you physically talking. And it's funny, a couple people think that, and I'm like, please don't think that. No, it's about your essence, who you truly are on the inside before you got socialized and scared and treated badly or whatever, got in fear of you being the best version of yourself. Never shut up in expressing that to the world, because the world constantly trying to tell you who you are, and you got to never shut up in showing the world who you truly are. That's what it means, okay? Not just go anywhere and talk and just pop off. I don't need all that. And speaking of all that, let's bring in somebody who can talk and pop off. His name is Mikey P. So let's bring in Mikey P on vacation. Damn it, can't even go on vacation without seeing you, Mikey P. What it do, baby?
Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm a little upset you didn't bring your boy on vacation, but I'll get over it. It's okay. It's okay. I'm still here. Cuts.
We got budget cuts.
I'm living through you, so it's all good. But as part of Wiley's World, we love the input from our fans. So I'm gonna start off with 2 fan questions from an all-star, Jamal Parks. Welcome. He's been here for a day and he's already submitting questions. So the first one from Jamal, who is here right now watching. All right. Okay. Any tips on self-marketing / promoting your business? Wiley's World is taking off, and I'm watching you closely to see how you grow this thing. Just happy to be on the journey with you. Your response?
Oh, lovely question right there. I think it starts, if you really want to talk about the concrete, the foundation of any marketing, it has to start with you in terms of identity. So you have to really identify your identity. I know a lot of times that sounds like kind of simple, and at the same time, it's like, what do you mean? It means, what is your true voice? What are you really trying to do? What's your intention with it all? Start there, and then also try to envision how it can be at the end, right? But you don't have to concern yourself so much about the end. Why? Because as important it is to know who you are, it's important to know who you are not. So right now we're going through a process elimination of what I'm not. So once you identify what you are, now you got to put that to work. And this is where most people fail. They see who they are, and they don't see something out there that represents that, reflects it fully. So they get discouraged. So they don't continue being who they are. And then you just start to fall in line with what's already been done, because you're not trying to reinvent the wheel, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel to express yourself authentically. So then you get discouraged and you just sound redundant. Now you sound like a mannequin. Now you sound like another version of someone else. And let's bring it home, sports media. You're looking up, oh, I want to be on TV and talk sports. Oh, who's on there? Stephen A., Skip, Colin. Next thing you know, you start yelling. You're not a yeller. Next thing you know, you start arguing. You're not an arguer. Next thing you know, you start debating. You're not a debater. You know who you are? You're someone else. And you got to make sure you do that. So it starts with identity. Identify your identity. And then without being discouraged, continue committed to expressing that identity.
Great advice. All right, part 2. This is a great question too.
Oh.
How do you balance all the work, wife and kids? Is your schedule just phenomenal and you only work a few hours a day? Or is your schedule super packed and you have to budget out time for everything? I know the answer, but go ahead.
Ah, man.
We working, baby. We working.
Yeah, we work. I want to start here because I want to build people up always in my responses. I am never going to lie to someone and tell anybody I'm special. And I don't believe anybody's special. I think we're all uniquely different, if you caught that. Here's the thing. No matter who you think it is, I'm going to give you an example. Yesterday, I was in the pool. At the pool with the kids, I run into a guy who went to Dorsey High School, which is a local school where I grew up, closer to me than the schools I actually went to. But it was a gangster school. My mama said it was hood school, right by the jungles, all that. So we didn't go to Dorsey. But I practiced at Dorsey. I ran track at Dorsey after school. Long story short, a guy in the pool yesterday went to Dorsey. So everything I told you right now will make you think, oh, you met somebody that went to the school around your age, some black guy, probably. It was an Asian guy who was like 75 years old, runs a company, and we were just talking through life, and he was a big fan of mine from the Chargers. Here's the thing. From the same area, but he's Asian and much older than I, running a company, we're talking about our trip. And I told him how the itty bitties were up on the red eye, and it took us 14 hours plus layover and all that. But here we are in the pool just like you. You know what he told me without even bragging? He was like, yeah, I brought my grandkids and I brought my sons and everybody. We're here. He said, yeah, it's not that far a trip for us from San Diego. We took our jet from there and it took us 4 hours. Okay. So I only say that because no matter who you are, sometimes you're the guy in the jet. And sometimes you're the guy who had to take the long route. But here we are, both in the pool, chilling, right? So when you look at me and you're like, damn, Marcellus working. Damn, look at how did he find the time? You got to remember, all of us only have in our bank account every day 24 hours. That's it. No matter who you think it is, the president of this company, the president of our country, no one has more time in their day. Now, you think about that. You start to go to work. Why? Because you got a chance. It would be, to me, it would be defeating if someone had more time, but no one has more time. So now it's just about how you allocate your time. I took a class my freshman year at Columbia, and it was about time management. It was like some football annex course. So it wasn't a real course, but every day we went into some symposium, and this dude, Brian Bodine, broke down our schedules. And he said, everyone write down what you do every day, every detail of every hour. And he said, now let's learn how to manage our time. So in summation, the way I do it really is I prioritize. I know what's necessary versus what I want. Know your needs versus your desires. Big difference. And always remember, everyone has the same amount of time in the day. So don't get defeated. And also remember, you don't have to do everything. The last note I would give you is I went to a symposium and they were talking about emails. And who doesn't have 100 emails, right? And you're like, oh, I can't answer all these damn emails. And the guy leading the seminar said, you don't have to. He said, you're going to know which ones to answer. And the other ones you'll get to. And if you don't get to it, guess what that just told you? It wasn't that serious. And I was like, damn. So he basically said, like, dog, start at the top, stay at the top. If you can't get past that, probably ain't necessary. So those two things right there. Everyone got the same amount of time. You can't do it all.
Great answer. And thank you, Jamal Parks. Again, That's a Wiley's World All-Star, his first day, and he's already popping off. Love it.
I love it, dude. Man.
All right.
Become a Hall of Famer. I need to see his face. He sounds smart to me.
Right. Yeah, right. All right. Next up, and I'm going to send you to the beach after this one, okay? All right. Michael Jordan, speaking of the GOAT, okay? Michael Jordan sold the Hornets for approximately $3 billion after buying it, the franchise, for $275 million. Damn. His record as an owner, 423-600, fourth worst record in the NBA during his 13-year tenure. So the question I got to ask you is this. I just gave you the good and the bad, all right?
Yep. Was
his ownership a failure? Because a lot of people are getting on him, but man, that's a nice chunk of money he got.
hey, the way you thinking, Mikey P, is the way I'm thinking. I'm like, what are y'all measuring to say what success is as an owner? For me, no lie, the first level of success, the first definition would be ROI. You got to remember, every single owner made their money somewhere else. And now this is just a hobby. So in this hobby sport called ownership, how did you do? Well, I went from 275 to 3 billion. Sounds like you did amazing. Okay, Now let's go beyond that. But y'all didn't win. Do you know how far removed the owner is into contributing to wins and losses? Let me give it to you like this. Did the owner give them proper facilities? And I didn't say best. I said proper. You don't need the best facilities to win. You need just adequate facilities. Can we get our work done? Yes. Okay. Michael Jordan did that. When a guy was up for a max contract, did you sign off on the max deal? Well, yes, he's done that. And if he's still part of the ownership group, which they said he is on the minority level, well, we know he's going to have to pay the ball. He's going to have to pay little man ball because LaMelo and stop playing. He about to get paid, right? So you're going to pay him. And then after that, I swear, what is an owner to do but make sure he doesn't get in the way? And did Michael Jordan get in the way? He didn't attract exactly what you thought Jordan could attract. I will say that. Like, you thinking Jordan just going to get the best coaches and every player going to want to play for him. But that's to my point. It's like players know that, like, yo, the owner don't really matter that much. So why am I going to just play for Jordan blindly? He ain't going to do nothing. I probably see him once, twice a month. And the dude is just dealing with how much concessions cost. Not, are we running the triangle properly? So I think it's unfair to an owner to look at his win-loss record and say success or failure. I think it's unfair to some players as well, especially you talk about football. Like, dude, I got drafted. You get drafted to, what's the sorriest team in the league? Not even Detroit now. You can't even say that. What's the sorriest team in the league, Mikey P? What you think right now?
I mean, it was the Texans last year, but they had a couple of good drafts. You want to use the Texans?
Yeah.
They've been in hell for a while.
Yeah, you say Texas now, and then you're like, oh, well, when Deshaun was there, no, and then back and forth. But let's say the Texans. You get drafted to the Texans, you got to play 4 years, right? You got to play, and if you're a damn good player, you got to end up playing 6 or 7 years because they're going to franchise you. You 7 years in, ain't won nothing, and everybody talking about you sorry. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm a franchise player. They won't even let me go. I'm here, and I'm in my prime, and what y'all talking about? And then after that, you make one bad choice, or you just make a good choice, but only one team wins. Now you find yourself, he a bum. He a loser. He don't care. Damian Lillard, he don't care about winning. And Damian said, why chase winning? If I chase winning, I may go somewhere like KD, win, and then y'all gonna kill me still. And that's why Damian Lillard said I'm staying still. So nah, man, I think Jordan's a tremendous success as an owner because I just look at it different. The criteria for me is simple. Did you do your thing? Did you make money? And did you make sure you supported that organization? I say check, check, check.
Sounds like he's winning as usual.
Say it, brother.
I'm with you. But
that's it, Mikey P. That's all you got,
yes,
huh?
Sir.
You so nice.
Hey, you asked for a short segment. I gave it to you. You know what you got to do.
Oh, you gave it to me so sure. You was like, give me love. All right, Venmo me $20 so I could give me a margarita. That's all I need for Mikey P. Hit your boy up, man.
Give me a plane ticket.
If I do, it's going to be a one-way. You ain't coming back. Let's do it. I appreciate you, brother.